Yesterday, I read a story where a person shared the frustrations that came with his promotion. He was moved from head of analytics to director of marketing, at the same time moving from part-time line management to being in charge of a team of 9. Shortly after, he realized his key talent is in the creative analytical sphere and was looking for a way to transition out of the management. Now, the link to the story is in the video description, and it made me realize that we don't talk enough about whether management is the right career path for everyone. I mean, I look at my path over the last 20 years and I could not love it more. But I met plenty of people who felt they were punished with their promotion. So today I want to talk a bit about how to recognize whether you should go into management and also what to do if you don't. By the end of the video, you will have a clear idea of whether management is your lane, or if you're better off taking another path that is just as powerful. First thing to understand, management is not just the next step. It's not a reward for being great at your job. It actually is a completely different skill set. Think about it. Being amazing at coding or sales or design, whatever it is you do, doesn't automatically mean that you'll be great at leading people to do the same thing. When you move into management, your work shifts from doing to enabling, and that can be tough. And in most definitely is very different. Your success isn't measured by what you create anymore, it's measured by what your team creates. And for some people, that's energizing, and for others, it's maddening. If you're someone who lives on personally executing and owning the craft, you might find management incredibly frustrating. So here's the first question you have to ask yourself. Do I get more excited about helping other people succeed or about crushing it myself? If it's still all about you, that's okay. It just means management might not be your dream role yet. We'll get back to that one a little bit later. And what happens if you actually get excited thinking you could be driving a team to their success? What are the signs that management could be a fit? Well, there are 4 critical green flags to look for. You naturally mentor others without being asked. Maybe you catch yourself explaining things patiently or giving tips to new teammates. Number 2, you care about team dynamics. You notice when someone's quiet in a meeting, when there's tension in the room. You don't just care about your work, you care about how other people work together. These are the signs of emotional intelligence, or EQ. Number 3 is you're good at hard conversations. In reality, management isn't just cheerleading, it's giving feedback, it's handling conflict, it's telling someone things they don't really want to hear. If you can stay calm, clear and respectful even when things get uncomfortable, that's a big plus. Number 4 is you're ready to give up some control, because guess what? As a manager, you're not micromanaging every detail. If you think you can, then you are most likely not ready for that role yet. You have to trust people. You set direction and standards, yes, sure, but you give them space to own the work. Now, if these things sound exciting, you're probably chosen to be management material, that you think. So we have covered some positive signals, but what are the opposite? What are the watch outs in the kind of mindset that would make management not the best fit for your immediate career? Before I go into them, I just want to stress something. These red flags do not mean you're a bad person. They mean that you see management in a light that will ultimately lead you or others to a burnout, dissatisfaction, maybe to bad times. And again, all of this applies to now. We evolve, and what may not be the right fit now with some work can be great one later. So I would highlight the wrong reasons to go into management. You see it mostly as a status upgrade. If you're chasing the title, the pay bump, the prestige, not the actual work of leading, you're gonna burn out extremely fast. I've seen that 100 times. Not worth it, don't pursue it. Number 2, you hate dealing with other people's problems. The spoiler alert is management is 80%, if not more, dealing with people's problems. Career stuff, personal stuff, miscommunication stuff, you name it. If that drains you instead of motivating you, that's a very strong clue. Number 3 is you're obsessed with doing things your way. If you get frustrated when people don't solve the problem exactly how you want them to solve, management is going to be extremely painful for everyone around. The fourth reason is a big one, and at the same time the most uncomfortable. You're not ready to take responsibility for other people's failures. Now, here's the truth. When your team wins, it's their win. When your team fails, it's your failure. Now, if that feels unfair to you, management probably isn't the right seat just yet. So we covered some green and red flags, but now you're sitting there thinking, maybe management could be for me, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Well, you can actually test drive it, and here's how. Maybe take some mentorship opportunities, offer to coach a new teammate, help onboard someone, see how it feels to help others. Lead small projects, volunteer to organize a team initiative on a project that needs coordination. This will flex your leadership muscles without the full commitment. And number 3 is that it's worth going for it regardless of your career path. Practice giving feedback. Start small one-on-one conversations, peer feedback, offering input, but respectfully. Ask a manager you respect about their reality. Find someone who seems like a great leader and say, hey, can I pick your brain about what being a manager is really actually like for you? You learn fast whether day-to-day feels energizing or is it energy draining and a bit of a nightmare. All right, let's wrap it up. Management is not a prize, it's a calling. And as with every calling, it is okay to have a different one. There's plenty of ways to grow your career without ever managing a team. That story I told you about at the beginning, the person realized their strength lied in the analytical area, and what the senior management saw as a reward was actually punishment. The real win is figuring out what's right for you and leaning into it 100%. And critically, you have to remember that things change. Very few people know straight away, and management is a skill that can be taught. In my 20 years, I did roles that involved managing large teams in one location, smaller teams spread across the world, but also pure project management or technical roles where I did not have anyone reporting directly to me. And it was during these roles when I realized I loved management because of how I could help others. Sometimes it takes working alone to understand what areas you need to grow or step into to become a line manager. At the same time, being a specialist in one area and really growing in it is equally, if not more, admirable. If this video helped you at all, do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if you want more content like this, and drop a comment if you are thinking about moving into management, or if you've just decided to stay as an individual contributor. That is absolutely fine. It's your own path to tread. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.